Camera's rolling, Chloe, Paul, the director, shouted, then shot a glance at the crew. Settle down, people. My sister, Chloe, stood out of camera range, casually sipping the cafe latte that the production assistant had just handed her. Be right there, Paul. Shannon, you ready? Yes, I said a bit too loudly, and followed it with a light cough in a vain attempt to disguise the edge of terror in my voice. After all this time, I was still a little freaked out about being on camera. I didn't know how Chloe could drink coffee. My stomach was jittery enough already. But Chloe loved every anxious bit of it. She was the producer and star of Makeover Madness, the #1 home improvement show on the Home Builders Network. Not only that, but she had a best-selling book on home decor that had sold zillions of copies and had at least a few dozen print runs by now. So she wasn't just a TV superstar, but also a multimedia superstar. She was movie star beautiful and apparently had a cast-iron stomach lining, unlike me. My boyfriend, Mac, and I had traveled to Hollywood to attend the world premiere of the latest film based on his best-selling Jake Slater novels. When Chloe found out we were coming, she invited me to appear on her show and do some home improvement work with her. And when her fiancé, Police Chief Eric Jensen, realized we'd all be in Hollywood together, he knew he had to come along, just in case. He figured, rightly, that whenever Chloe and I got together, trouble seemed to show up unbidden. It was the last day of filming at a spectacular 10,000-square-foot mid-century modern home in Truesdale Estates, a high-priced enclave in the hills north of Sunset Boulevard. Chloe and her crew had been renovating the house for several months. I had arrived a few days ago to help with the finishing touches on the updated kitchen and the main bathroom. Once Chloe was finished filming these last few segments, she and her crew would take a 6-week hiatus while her editing team worked to put 5 full shows together featuring this one house. Until then, Chloe was on vacation in Lighthouse Cove. When the shows were completely edited, she would fly back to Hollywood to tour the home and describe the amazing work she and her crew had done to turn a faded old house into a sparkling new showcase home for the homeowners. And that was the magic of television. I'll stand over here, Chloe said to Paul, pointing to the far end of the massive walk-in shower. Bob, the cameraman, joined them for a quick rundown of the scene we were about to do. Shannon and I will explain things as we go along, Chloe said. But Shannon will do the actual work, so keep the camera on her and maybe zoom in on the power drill if you can. I can, Bob said with a grin. Don't forget, Chloe, Paul reminded her. This is the last day we'll be shooting at this house, so give us a quickie teaser about the next show at some point. Got it, Chloe said. Meanwhile, my job, if I chose to accept it, was simply to attach a safety bar to the shower wall. This was something I'd done 100 times, so it sounded like a piece of cake, right? But I was about to point out some very specific rules to follow in order not to damage the tile, and I would be doing that while running the power drill and looking and sounding professional the whole time. Like I said, piece of cake. Chloe gave me a look. You ready? I'd done Chloe's show before, a couple times, and I'd even done a scene or two by myself when Chloe was otherwise engaged, or in jail, as I recall. But it had been about a year since I'd worked on her film set, so yeah, I was feeling a little shaky.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.